All right, fam. The World Cup is here. It is now in season. The teams have traveled to Qatar, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, I know it's weird because it is fall or winter. It's officially winter, and so it's weird. The World Cup is in the middle of the season. So it's going to really impact some domestic races, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. And so because of that, some people are not excited. Um, Also, it's in Qatar. Um, we know the human rights issues. We also know, as Laurie says, hey, when we're in that country, we got to respect the laws, and customs, and it's just on the field. So there's a lot of things that comes into the picture of the World Cup. But I'm excited, and I'll say the reason why. And I post the link for anybody that wants to jump on. Maybe people jumping on later. Just talk about the brackets, and we're also going to come up with talk about the top 25 according to 442 in World Cup history, top 25 players. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully, I can get some people to come on. There's some players on the list I just know by legend, but I wasn't alive to see play in the World Cup. So, yeah, we'll get a chance to discuss that. World Cup excited or not, I'm most excited about the World Cup. I was introduced to football because of my dad through the World Cup. So I was more international before I got into the domestic, um, rooting for domestic teams. Before I became a Spurs fan, I was born to raise. I was raised to be. Whoa, can't even say the word. I was raised to root for um, Argentina. My dad learned how to play football in the country of Haiti from an Argentinian. They kind of had a camp out there in the yes, Scott, 100% excited. Canada's in. My dad learned how to play football from an Argentinian in the early late 60s, and my dad actually played in the leagues in Haiti. Really good, but a leg injury kind of stopped his career. Possibly played that Haiti national team that was the World Cup in 1972. So my dad has always rooted for Argentina and with the Haiti culture because Haiti and Brazil has a strong relationship with Haiti. So there's a huge rivalry. Most people don't know about that. So my dad passed away years ago. So watching the World Cup, and I was thinking what Ben Kaufman said the other day, when him and his dad would get together, during the Christmas time for the Premier League. Well, for me, for international soccer, for the World Cup, it was those moments I bonded with my dad. And rest in peace to my dad. He's not alive. But so the World Cup means very, very much to me. It's a very special place in my heart. Yes, it seems weird. It's not in the summertime. It's in the winter. But I'm still excited. And big up Scott. He says 100% excited. And Ben's in the house. Good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. Um, I couldn't be less excited for World Cup if I tried. Freezing cold outside, take away Christmas football, and etc. Yeah, and so that's. I mean, it's making this. It's making it weird, because the domestic leagues are stopping, and so that's the really the bad side of it. And then of course, the corruption. There's a show on Netflix, if you get a chance, that talks about the corruption of FIFA and how Qatar got it. But it's already done. Done. The World Cup is starting. and I'm going to be excited to be watching it. Big up, Ben. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. My father, like, literally get excited about the World Cup, and he had his opinions, and it was just funny watching the game with him. Like, he would have been awesome on a live stream, because my dad was like a funny commentator um, while watching the game, and so I miss him. I miss him every time a World Cup comes, and I'm not watching it with him. So yeah, and so yeah, so I post the link for anybody to jump on. I know it's Wednesday. It's, like I said, domestic seasons are taking a break, so not too many people are streaming. But I hope to get a couple of people who want to stream, maybe talk about the England national team, talk about the United States national team, who are your favorites, who are your dark horse, um, and who's going to be a disappointment. I know there's a lot to come into. There's a lot going into the tournament. You got Portugal is their team rift because Ronaldo, which, man, it's becoming a shit show in at United, and now it's carrying over to Portugal. So we'll talk about that. And so yeah, the question: World Cup, excited or not? I'm excited, and so let's get to the brackets. Get to the brackets. If I could pull this up here, okay. Not technical difficulty. All right. Okay. So we have the brackets. We got Group A, we got Group B, we got Group C, we got Group D, Group E, Group F, Group G, and Group H. And we will debunk each group. I have my notes right here. We'll start with Group A. All right. I basically watch every game with my dad, and to have us both not excited about a tournament in England could somewhat realistically win, it's really sad. Yeah, no idea. Still, if I'm watching the game Monday, okay. Um, I'm, I know a lot of people are sour on England. I actually think England has a good chance. And like I said, we could discuss that. It's funny. I'm more enthused about the England team possibly winning it than some of the English. So this is really exciting. So the first group, we got Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands. Um, some star players here. You get the Netherlands. You have Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, Steven Bergwijn. Yeah, he may be a Tottenham flop, or he never really got a chance. But the Dutch league and for the Netherlands, they're in the World Cup because of Steven Bergwijn. Steven Bergwijn has been amazing. Of course, they got Frankie de Jong in the middle. So Netherlands is back. They weren't in the last World Cup, and so they're looked upon as the favorites. Senegal has Sadio Mane. In Senegal, they are the defending African. I can't say the word. Nations champion. Senegal. They beat Egypt, and so they're in this group. Ecuador. I watch a lot of South American football, a lot of Copa America, a lot of the international games. Ecuador is a scrappy team. They are a team. They are a team that is going to cause problems for the Netherlands. Their South American football has been Mane is out. I was thinking that, but um, you know what? Um, I still had him out, um, but now that Mane is out, I don't think Senegal even gets close to coming in because I originally have the Netherlands and Ecuador coming out. Qatar, they're the hosts. They're gonna put up a fight, but yeah, I didn't confirm that with Saudi. I know he was injured, but I didn't think he was out. But even if he was playing, I I have Netherlands and Ecuador moving on out of the group play. Um, like I said, Ecuador, I mean Qatar. You know, the World Cup is is in their country. There, there's always a bump, right, with the host nation, the host country. Because they're hosting. But I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know much about Qatar, but just doing from my research, they're going to finish last in this group. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. They're going to finish last in this group, and the battle is really between Ecuador, Senegal,
Steak.
and Spain. Big up, Alex. Big up, just in time. Um, we're breaking down the brackets. I'm giving my predictions of the two teams that come out of here. I have the Netherlands topping this group, and I have Ecuador finishing second. Ecuador plays really, really physical style
Yeah, I
of
know.
football,
Yeah,
and
you
they
see.
know when to score goals. They will win 1-0 if they have to. Ecuador, um, Ecuador, and they qualified in a tough, qualification too. So Colombia is not in, you know, because of Ecuador, and so I really have them topping this group. The stout defense. For my notes, it's just they like winning games ugly, and they're physical. And like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if they top the group. It wouldn't.
No, I
It,
don't think they have the quality to.
yeah, they would have to beat the Netherlands ugly, and they can't. I think
And get a
Netherlands
draw,
they
beating
will
them and a draw.
in a draw, and they'll probably lose a goal differential because they don't score a lot of goals. So I I have the Netherlands topping, and then Ecuador, Senegal, and Qatar. What do you have?
I'd probably go the same: Netherlands, Ecuador, Senegal, Qatar.
Yeah, 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 because I like I said, Qatar, nice that they're hosting, but they won't they won't get a point. Senegal they'll get their 3 points. They'll be Qatar. They'll be Qatar.
Yeah,
I think the main matchup in this group is Ecuador Senegal, and I just
yeah.
Ecuador is just gonna beat them up. Um, so yeah, oh,
Fortunately, Mane's out for them. Was a massive blow. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a massive blow. That is a massive, massive blow to them because I still had Ecuador going through, but now it's I doubt it. I doubt it. Before I go to Group B, I pose World Cup excited or not? Are you excited, slightly excited, or not excited at all?
slightly because it's still the World Cup. Still football every single day,
Yeah,
and you can and if you're having football every day, you can't really blame not watching it. You can't. It's like there. You can't
yeah,
ignore it. But am I like super excited like I was with the Euros or any other World Cup? Probably not because it's during the winter.
yeah. It's weird. It is weird. I'm not gonna lie. It is weird that it is November, December, and the domestic leagues are stopping, and so that it's going to make it wild, a wild second half in most of these leagues. If you're Napoli or Arsenal, you're upset because you're in good form, and now in Newcastle, and now you have to restart in 6 weeks. So yeah, no, you're exactly right. Let alone injuries. So yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go on to Group B. This is the one that is going to people join in Group B. England, Iran, USA, and Wales. All right. Um, I'll start with Iran. I I've actually because I have ESPN Plus, so they basically show you all the qualifying games. I've actually seen either through BN Sport or illegal cable. Uh, um, I've seen Iran. Um, they're not a pushover. They're not a
Yeah, they've
pushover.
been here. They've been here before, haven't
Yeah,
they? In other
they're
competitions.
they're gonna put up a fight. This bracket is very challenging. Like I said, Iran is not a pushover, and so if there's a team that does not take Iran seriously, um, they may just hurt you. They're the place to watch on them is Tamarani, who played for Porto, played 15 Champions League games, scored 2 goals in the domestic cup final. They got a goalkeeper is entering his second World Cup. Can't pronounce his name, Bervan Van. So experience helps when you're in the the World Cup, and so um, I Iran's not a pushover. So, but I have them finishing in last place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Are they still using Gahambash
Uh,
or not?
I don't know. I do not know. Um, but we go to our next team that I think finishes third. I have, oh wow, you have Wales, Scott. Wow, okay, okay. He has, oh,
Yeah,
we got
big up Bob. Big up Bob in the chat.
Bob Spur.
Girls, yeah, big up Bob.
Yeah, he got the girls online. Hot picks, hot picks. Okay. Um, Scott has England, US, Iran, and Wales. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We got some prediction. We got Tiago in the house, Tiago in the hizzy, and it's gonna be good because we got the top five players, a couple Brazilians on. So we're gonna get some good chat going on. But Group B, and we'll go back to Group A for Tiago, but Group B, I have finished in third. Wales, they got Gareth Bale, and I know Wales could possibly be the boogeyman for England. Um, and they got Gareth Bale, they got that
The Tottenham Mafia. The Tottenham Mafia.
for the Mafia, they got the world class um, Ben Davies, Ben Davies. So it's going to be a pretty dicey game. That's going to probably be a very important game, the Wales game. And so I have Wales finishing third. So I have Iran and Wales third. Second. So this one I was going back and forth. Um, and I'll pull up because I'm just going base. I'm just going base on lineups, right? United States, for a fact, has not lost to England in the World Cup, for a fact. So it's not outrageous or Homer-ish pick whatsoever.
Kind of
The
is.
game bracket, the game of this bracket, of course, is United States, England, and our predicted attack. And I'm gonna pull it up. Our predicted attack. I had it. Where is it? But let's go with England's defense, right? So supposedly it's supposed to be John Stones, Ben White, Shaw, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? So yeah, Ben White is having a better year with Arsenal, and he's better than Maguire. He's better than they're better than Dyer, right? And they have John Stones. I still think John Stones is a statue. All right. I mean, uh, 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 am I lying? He's okay. He's probably better than he's better than Eric Dyer. But how much better is John Stones better than Maguire?
Well, he wouldn't be heading the ball to Mo Salah, would he?
Thank you. So I mean, and so I really think United States has a very very good chance to um, to beat England. You know, um, I like our midfield led by McKinney. Our front with Pulisic. You know, and in our defense. Um, I think it will be able to hold. Our center backs are kind of okay. They're
I don't trust your centre backs.
yeah, yeah, and I don't know. It's just when we play um, England, it's just we're always up for it. Now I know Kane might be licking his chops, going against our center backs and their
Kane
attack that's
wants that
going to have.
record.
Huh?
Kane wants that record for most
Not
England
right.
goals.
Most England goes. Will he be able to break it? So how much he's trailing Rooney? Is he trailing Rooney?
I don't remember. It was only like it was below 10, but it's like close, something like that.
Okay. Okay. But I don't know. I have United States winning in a close 2-1 victory over England, and United States topping the group over England. We'll start with Tiago. What do you think about Group B?
Well, first of all, good night, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. I had to jump on, right? World Cup. There's no World Cup without Brazil. No, just kidding. It's because I love World Cup. I have the World Cup fever going. 1 week until we start playing. I already have the tickets for the Fan Fest to watch the game with my friends and get absolutely drunk because that's what the World Cup is for, right? Uh, but Group B, you know, Iran in the last World Cup, they were in a really tough group as well. They were in a group with
I remember.
Spain and Portugal, and they went until the very last minute with chances of knocking out Portugal. So I don't think Iran is an easy team to beat. The United States haven't been convincing me much, but I still think you have enough quality to go through. Aronson, Pulisic, Reina, McKinney, Dest. You should be okay to qualify, but again, it won't be easy for me. Um, England will somehow win all the three games, but it's not going to be convincing for me. As you guys were talking, their defense is terrible. I mean, Maguire and Eric Dyer. It's, it's, it's an announcement of a disaster to come.
I think we played three at the back. I don't know. I think the best option is to go with Stones, Cody, and White.
I would. I don't know if I would have been White there.
Well,
Because
no, because you need some sort of ball playing defender
yeah,
with
I get it.
Stones.
No, yeah, I know. I don't know, because he's been playing on a back too, and this season he's been more of a right back in possession rather than a center back. But yeah, on form, there's no way you don't play Ben White. And for me, I still don't understand how Tomori isn't in the squad. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, he got left out. He got left
It's
out.
ridiculous he's not in the team. Wales, in the last two tournaments, they were very interesting. In 2016, they got to the semifinals. In Euros 2021, they went to the knockout stages. Gareth Bale on tournaments for Wales, it just seems to
Yeah, it's
become
like
the
prime
Gareth
Messi.
Bale of old. Yeah, it's like the Gareth Bale before moving to Madrid.
Yeah, if you give like Bale a free kick, even from your own corner flag, he'll probably score it
Yeah.
in the
It's
last minute.
the guy. He can shoot from everywhere. He's going to score. It's unbelievable. But it's
Yeah,
always
for
nice
Wales.
having a Gareth Bale.
He's
But
probably one of the most dangerous guy in this bracket. I mean, I saw the MLS final, and I sensed he was going to equalize, and he did. It's just something about him and the big moments, and so he's the one guy in this group that can take the game by the scruff. But it's just no quality around him. It's just not, Aaron Ramsey, like really, like it's not
yeah,
enough. It's just not enough, and so really the class of this group is England, USA, and it matters and who finishes top, you know, because of the degree of difficulty or who you play the next game. So it's just the United States England is going to be huge, and I just think it's going to be close. Um,
I
if you
think
want to call it an upset, United States winning, maybe, but I like our attack. Um, with Posick and Arison and McKinney, and it's just
it's weird because this group, if you look at all the groups in the World Cup, this is by far the worst at the moment when it comes to form of the teams. Because England has been terrible, United States have
hell.
not been convincing.
I'm,
Iran, I don't really know what they're doing, but they don't seem to be doing it exceptionally well. Wales is not doing well either. So in terms of form, this is the worst group in the World Cup. This is probably going to be the worst football we're going to watch in the
I'm,
group stages.
I'm looking at all the projected lineups for England. You
And
know,
just to say, because I know you guys were talking about Group A,
yeah. You give me your
I
opinion. I'll go back.
it's because it's an interesting one. Because this is a team that's going to be my second team in this World Cup, Ecuador. I don't think they're going to qualify first, but for me, they're going to go second. They have good players. They have Stupinian that plays for Brighton. They have Caicedo who plays for Brighton as well. They have Incapia, that center back that plays for Leverkusen. They did really well in South America. They were
Yeah.
ahead of Argentina for a long time.
I don't know if you heard what I said about Ecuador. Ecuador will beat you up defensively. They are
Yeah, they're
tough.
good.
Yeah, they are
So for
going to be
me,
a tough team to.
it's going to be Netherlands first because they always seem to do well in group stages. Ecuador second, Senegal third, Qatar last.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. We're all in agreement with that one. And so, Group B, I was saying I'm looking at the projected, it's either John Stones or Harry Maguire. They still have them started. I just, but, Maguire, to his credit, in international play, World Cup, he has shown up. We're basing all this on domestic, but I mean, he has shown up. You know, uh, oh man, yeah. But it's just, I just don't like England's defense, and so I think it is prime for us to, you know, our tap, with Reina and Pulisic and Arison and McKinney. I think we'll have a formidable attack. You know, so yeah. So that's Group B, and like I said, guys, put your opinions down of the groups, and so we go to Group C. Okay, Group C. All right, so uh, where do I begin? Right, Group C. I'll let Tiago go first. Uh, I started first with the other groups. I'll let so I won't show no homerism. You go, Tiago. You go first.
Um, First things first, Argentina should qualify first. 3 games, 3 wins. There's not much to say. I know we're probably gonna get to prediction of deeper stages later in the show, so I'm not gonna say the whole piece on Argentina, but I mean they're favorites. Would I say they are the main favorites? No, because I don't think there's one.
I agree with
Uh,
you. I definitely agree with you.
but yeah, they're one of the favorites. Messi's last World Cup, they're coming from 35 games unbeaten. I was watching a stream of a Brazilian sports channel earlier, saying that if Messi gets to the final would be his 1,000th game. It's crazy. It would be just the story of a fairy tale, his 1,000th game and him winning the World Cup, which I hope doesn't come true. It would be my worst nightmare. They're going to be first. Second, that is a tough one because Mexico always seems to qualify somehow.
Yeah,
Their goalkeeper Ochoa, he becomes the best goalkeeper in the world during the World Cup.
I rate
It's
Poland though.
crazy.
and
But
they got some experienced players. They got Chucky playing for Napoli.
yeah,
Lozano. They
Yeah, but
got
you got
however, I'm gonna
Wolves.
go for Poland second.
They got the striker. What's his name for Wolves?
Jimenez.
Jimenez.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
good. I like him too. But I'm gonna go with Poland second. I'm gonna give this to Lewandowski. He deserves it. They're not a bad team. They have some interesting players as well. Um, it's funny to watch Poland and see Matty Cash playing as right back.
exactly.
But oh, but yeah, Argentina first, Poland second, Mexico third, Saudi Arabia fourth. I need to go get my food. Just a sec, sorry.
okay.
Steak.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So, Stake over your predictions for Group C.
Argentina, Poland, Mexico, Saudi Arabia.
Okay. Um. I am gonna go a little different from Tiago, where I have Saudi Arabia finish last. I have Poland finishing third. I know they got Lewandowski. I just feel that when Mexico and Poland face each other, I think Mexico is going to pull it out. I like the players that Mexico has. They have a good coach in Tata Martino. Um, I, uh, I think Mexico is going to be able to pull it out. Vega um, is a breakout candidate, and I've seen him a couple of times. I've watched Liga MX. There's some good players in that league. Uh, very underrated. And so I don't know. I have Mexico. I have Mexico going through. I have them going through. Um,
Okay.
and then of course I have Argentina. Uh, Argentina one of the favorites. Messi. They got Lautaro Martinez. He's going to be in the front.
Romero.
Romero. We got Martinez. I mean, you the team hasn't lost in about 2 years. Um, Argentina, the way they play, it's not the Argentina of old when you're growing up and they out flair you and they want to beat you 4-1, 5-1. Now they could score 3 or 4 goals on you, but they're content. Argentina is very content winning 1-0. Very content winning 2-1. Very content in winning with that style. And so we'll talk more about Argentina as we talk about our favorites, but within this group, Argentina just has too much um, for everybody um, in this group. Their projected lineup, want to get that for you. The projected lineup is up front: Lautaro, Messi, Di Maria, who scored today. Um, they have Mac McAllister, Rodrigo De Paul. Lo Celso got injured, but that's not a huge injury
He's a
to
main
the team.
creator. He's a
Very
main creator. He's got the most
Yeah,
assists for them.
yeah, but they're deep enough
Yeah, but it's
to
still a
be able.
loss when your
Yeah,
most creative player's out, other than
yeah,
Messi.
yeah. I'll say okay. I'll be fair. I'll say it's a loss because now that puts all that pressure on Messi. So yeah, I will definitely take that. PSG Paredes, he's
Don't rate
solid.
him.
Yeah. Oh, you don't rate Paredes?
No.
No. Okay. I think he's good for PSG. I've seen him a couple of times. Um, yes, King
Steak.
is in the house. Mwah. Love to you. Love to you. Big up Benji. Lo Celso injured. Argentina's chances went up. Messi 1,000 game will be the World Cup final. I agree. I agree. And Ben says Kimba. Kimba. All right. Thiago should be back when we get to at least the end of Group D.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that D. Oh yeah. Yes, big up Kim. Oh, my sister. I'm another mister, my sister. All right, Group D. France, Denmark, Tanzania, and Australia. I have a soft spot for Australia. I have a very, very soft spot for Australia. So I have them finishing third. Tanzania, I have them finishing fourth. Tanzania, I maybe within the qualifications, I might have seen them play once. Um, and doing my research, um, they surprisingly, will not sit back, especially for their quality. So they will try, and for a team like that, you just have to try. You can't always sit back. And so that one time I saw Tanzania in qualification, I was kind of impressed with their attack, and I think they're a club that's just like, hey, look, playing the big boys, France and Denmark, we might as well try. Um, but I have them finishing last. I have Australia. I have Australia finishing third. Um, Not that much quality. I maybe it's a sentimental pick because I have Australian friends. I have them finishing third. France and Denmark. Denmark, has our Viking. They have Mr. Hoiberg. They got Ericsson. Really did well um, in the Euros, um, despite what happened to Ericsson. They're a solid team. Some people have Denmark as the dark horse because um, the squad of Denmark is, it's a good squad. You name players. I'll name the players that they have. Um, you know, Mali as a win back. They got Olsen, um, who's played for Club Brugge, who's doing really good in the Champions League. Uh, they they're solid team, experienced team. You know, um, yeah. I mean, I have the Polson, another quality player. So I have to finish a second, and of course, I have France finishing first. I will say this about France, which is very, very important, right? They have lost, Conte, um, um, Conte to the World Cup. They've lost Pogba. They've lost, you know, two guys that played in the midfield in the last World Cup. So they got, the two Real Madrid boys in, Tuchamendi and Camavinga, quality players. But, but France loses that experience. there's La Liga experience, and then there's Champions League experience, and then there's World Cup. It's a different animal. It is a different animal. People are saying, well, France will not miss a beat. Don't that's not automatic. That's not automatic, right? These are two young guys playing international competition. Competition is a different beast. It's almost like a knockout tournament after the group stage. It's a knockout tournament. It's a lot of experience that goes into international play. So I have France top in this group, but I have France hurting, missing the two guys, Conte and Pogba. I'll go to Tiago. Your predictions for Group D? Oh,
I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna put Denmark first. I don't think it's controversial actually. I'm gonna put Denmark first,
okay.
France second, Australia third, Tunisia last one. We played against Tunisia in the last international break. Didn't do much. We beat them 5-1. It was quite an easy game. Didn't see much from them. Australia. It's, I mean, what can I say about Australia? They just don't have the players. It's
Yeah,
as simple as that. But still, they usually hold on well. Last last World Cup, they lost with a dodgy penalty for France. It was 1-1, and then there was a penalty, I think, and they lost. But they did well against France to hold them to hold as much as they could. Denmark, they're in a really good moment. Um, Danish players as well. Lindstrom from Frankfurt. I think Pierre, as much as he's been inconsistent for us, I think overall he's been good. Ericsson as well was back after the heart problems. As you said, Olsen, who plays for Club Brugge, good, really good player. Schmeichel is a top goalkeeper.
yeah,
They are in a good point. They beat France in the last international break as well for the Nations League. I know it's a different competition, it's World Cup. I don't know, but I just feel Denmark finishing first, and France, their midfield looks bad. As you said, Kamavinga and Chouameni, they have talent, but they're too young. They haven't really been tested in that team. Their backups, Genduzi is he good enough? I don't know. Many defenders coming back from injury now, like Kunde, Lucas Hernandez, Varane. Kimpembe is not even going. They lost Nkunku
yeah. Just lost in the
as
country. Yeah,
well.
that's it.
And their moment is not the best as well. They haven't been playing the best football. So I'm going to put Denmark first, France second,
Yeah,
Australia third, and Tunisia last.
yeah. No, I can. Yeah, I would not be surprised if Denmark tops this. You bring up an extra point, Tiago. Alexander, are you
Um,
same thing on Group D?
my problem with Denmark is who is their striker? Like, are they gonna rely on Braithwaite?
Yeah,
Like,
he was there. Yeah, last time. Yeah, for the Euros. Yeah,
so
It's probably going to be the Leipzig guy, Olsen.
also yeah.
okay. That
Damsgaard,
just
he was okay during the Euros. Damsgaard.
Yeah.
yeah, but he's midfielder though.
Yeah, but he does score goals. He does
Yeah,
get
but who's going to be that like tap-in merchant for Denmark? Like,
they don't really have one.
Dober, maybe?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So that is
I'll
group.
probably go. I think France probably top it.
Yeah, France topping it. Yeah.
Yeah, Denmark second, Tunisia third, Australia fourth.
Oh man, Shane Black and Rice, they're not gonna be happy.
He's still getting knocked out anyway. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, now I get the joke because Scott is not a big fan of Hoiberg, and so he sarcastically has done my topic. Yeah, I get it now because I was just like, huh? But now I get it. I get it. I get it. Group E. I think this is one of the best groups. And this one, uh, I I'm always the one who likes to take a wild chance of putting someone because there's always a team that don't think it's gonna get through, but they get through. But don't sleep on Costa Rica. I'm not saying because I've been to Costa Rica 4 times and I'm going back in a couple of weeks. Um, they got some experienced players who have gone out of the top the group stage. Keylor Navas, you know what he's done with Real Madrid, PSG. He is an experienced goalie. Joe Campbell, experienced forward. Um, he is, their my book still their best player, and they have some other good players. Zamora from Saprissa. Um, they got a couple good players on their team, and I'm like, don't sleep on Costa Rica. Um, Japan, I just think they just got the luck of not the luck of the draw. And again, this group, I think this is one of the groups of death. I think it's a really competitive group. So I have Japan finishing fourth. I have Costa Rica. Um, this is the compact style they play. I think they beat Japan. And if I'm Germany and Spain, I'm very careful about Costa Rica. I'm gonna say Costa Rica comes third. I was very tempted to put them second. Put them second. Um, and I would have put them second over Spain. I know that's crazy. Some people have Spain winning it. Um, I have Spain finishes second. I love the young kids. I think Spain in 2026 they are the club with Pedri, and the young kids as
Gavi,
Gavi, um,
Fati.
Fati. I mean, all the T's. I think Spain is prime. I mean, prime for a strong 26 run in the United States. But I think their youth was not enough to beat Germany in this group, especially a Germany that wants to make up for their poor showing. They felt that they were poor showing in in the Euros.
Didn't
Um,
Germany play Oman today? They just struggled to get a win.
Germany?
Yeah, they played today, I think. They
Oh, wow.
struggled
I did
against
not see that.
Oman.
I
And they
mean,
struggled in the Nations League as well, so
you got Busquets, you got Morata, experienced players. Gavi being and Pedri being one of the breakout players. I mean, it is the team's loaded with youth. They didn't call Sergio Ramos, so their defense is Carvajal, so he's a little older in age. Aspilicueta, Gaia from Valencia, Laporte, Garcia, and then in the midfield, still Koke. So he's like one of the elder statesmen along with Busquets. The goal line, Ferran Torres, still wait for him to blow up with Barcelona. He's doing okay. Danny Olmo, I love him for Spurs. He's always been linked with Spurs. Danny Olmo.
never
He
going to get him.
um, but I just think they don't have enough to beat um, experienced Germany in my book. Um, Germany, um, the Germans still have they still have Mueller on their team, right? I'm just Thomas Mueller's still on their team.
He's
Havertz,
about 33.
yeah, yeah, he's like 83. Gnabry, uh, Goetz, Goretzka, Grant. I mean Kimmich. This team, it's loaded. We'll go to Tiago. Who do you have in Group E?
It's probably a crime saying this, given our history, but I
Same.
love the Germany team.
No.
I love the Germany team, especially the defense. Schlotterbeck is amazing. Um, Bella Kotchap has been doing really well for Southampton this season. Um, what's the name of the guy? Rudiger has been one of the best center backs in the last few years. Their midfield, Kimmich, Goretzka, Gundogan, Musiala. They have Sane, they have Gnabry, they have Neuer in goal. It's such an amazing team. I love this squad. Spain doesn't convince me. Apart from midfield, defense, and attack, they don't convince me at all. So I'm gonna go with Germany first, and I'm gonna be really bold here. I'm gonna say Spain will struggle against Japan because Japan has a good team. They have
You're gonna hate me.
Kamada, they have Tomiyasu, they have Minamino, they have that guy from Brighton, Mitoma. They have a decent squad actually. They have that guy from Sporting that played against us. What's his name?
Inacio.
No, the midfielder.
Oh.
Uh, I
He
can put up his name.
trashed us in the first game. He plays for Sporting.
Yoshida. No, not Yoshida. No, I know who you're talking
It
about.
starts with N, I guess. N.
Hey, for sport. Oh, Hishama Morita.
Yes, Morita. He was really good for us as well. So they have an interesting team. I think Japan will make life tough for Spain.
They
And
got
Costa Rica,
Kamada. I forgot.
they have Kamada as well. He's doing really well. I think he's has the best conversion ratio in the top five leagues this season or something, or biggest accuracy with shots. So Japan has a decent squad, and I think they're gonna make life tough for Spain. So, but to tell them they're going to qualify, say they're going to qualify is tough. I'm gonna say Germany, Spain, Japan, Costa Rica, but Japan and Spain will fight with each other for the second place. It's going to be like really close.
Yeah. Big up Jacob. Japan is decently strong. Yeah, they are. This is like I said, this is a group of depth. This is one of the group of depths. Um, no, can't sleep with this group. And like I said, Costa Rica, they're gonna be tough. They're a very, very tough team. They're very tough. Big up Bobby K also who's also in the house. Yeah, I just think a lot. Every team on this group is going to be battle tested. So yeah, Alexander, your prediction for Group E?
Fourth, Costa Rica. Third, I'll go with Germany. Second, Japan. First, Spain.
Wow, huge. He has Germany not making it. Wow.
And
Okay,
that's
that's bold. That is bold. Okay. So we'll take that boldness into Group F, and we
This is
will
the group of death.
this is Scott M's group, and we'll start with Alexander. Start with your predictions with Group F. This is the Scott M group.
I think it'd be easier if I go top. So I think Belgium to win it. Second, Croatia. Third, fuck. I go Morocco. I'll go Morocco. Fourth, Canada.
Oh, Shots fired at every Canadian that we know. Bobby K, Scott M, uh, Cody Mack. Who else? Uh, uh, Dietrich. Yeah. Is he Morocco descent too? That might
Yeah,
be.
yeah. I think
Dietrich is both Canada and Morocco.
Yeah, that is the Dietrich's
Is
derby.
it, is it Dietrich's group?
It is the Dietrich's derby. It is Morocco versus Canada. That is the Derby de la Dietrichs. Oh man, Scott's turning vegan. Is it because of the predictions? um, Tiago, your predictions for Group F.
I'm scared to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Croatia first,
Croatia first. Oh wow, okay, I can see that.
and here's where my mind explodes. Canada second, Belgium third, Morocco fourth.
Oh! You know, Canada has a good team. This group is not as definitive. Yeah, and like I said, Morocco's though they're no pushover. Um,
The
I
problem with Belgium for me is their defense because we're speaking of England, but
oh
I mean their
Hakimi
defense.
FC with Enesri.
Ziyech as well.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, he's back. But the thing with Belgium is okay, they have Toby and Jan, and I love them, but we gotta be honest, they're old. They're not
Yeah,
as
but
good as
so
they
is the
were
Croatia
before.
team.
No, but Croatia, but the old, like the 36, 37 level of player that Croatia has is Luka Modric. It's different.
Is it?
Things like Perisic is playing for Tottenham, Modric is playing for Real Madrid, Jan is playing for what? Where is he playing now?
Is it like Antwerp
yeah,
or somewhere like that?
He's back in Belgium. I know that Toby's back
Yeah.
in Belgium.
he's old.
So
He's 28. Yeah, he's,
So both of them are back in Belgium. Apart from the two of them, their other center backs are not really that good. I know one that's from Leicester. I mean, Jimmy
Thiago
Leicester has been doing this.
in international play. Orsic, he scores goals.
Perisic.
Orsic, Mislav,
Yeah.
Orsic, the one that killed us, Tottenham, with
Yeah.
Dynamo. When
They
he's
have
national, he scores goals.
they
Yeah,
have they
yeah,
have Orsic, they have Perisic, they have Modric, Brozovic, Gvardio.
Orsic is he's good.
yeah. Swap Belgium and Croatia then.
Yeah, he's good. Take all biases aside. Go ahead of my heart. Canada, Belgium, Croatia, Morocco. 0 goes for Morocco. 30 goes and says, "Oh, this shout. No, those are words for Dietrichs." Oh,
I wonder which team Dietrich would choose if you had to pick one between Canada and Morocco.
I think Canada.
Go
You
Morocco.
think? I'd say Morocco too. I don't know why.
Yeah, get some spiciness in this.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. My prediction is I have the old generation, the last hurrah. I have Belgium topping it. And last, I have Morocco. They will be tough to play, but I just think they are going to not muster much. So it's really second and third. And I'm going to say this. Um, I think Canada pulls the upset. I think Canada is going to come in with a chip on their shoulder. No one's taking them seriously. No one respects that they went through the CONCACAF. And I think Croatia has a World Cup final, because they made it to the final, hangover. I think Croatia finished third. I think Canada finished second. So I have Canada going through.
I think we're putting way too much confidence on Canada. I think we should say that Canada qualifies first and we'll beat Belgium 10-0. Then they're going to go against Croatia and beat them 17-0.
Scott, I wish Dietrich was here. That is true. That is true.
Choose Belgium.
Oh, you bring up a good point, Tiago. It either Canada could fall flat on their face, or Canada may be that team that just like, oh shit, they're making noise. And
If I had
so
if I had David, I would consider, but it's like no, just
big
no.
up.
I want David at Tottenham. Jonathan David.
Can I tell you something? If he joins Tottenham, I have to correct the fan base's name. He is of Haitian descent. It's Jonathan David. It's not
Ah,
David.
David.
It's
So
David.
Jonathan David. I want David at Tottenham then.
He's Haitian. So
Jonathan Steak.
I know most people don't know that, but I will go to every channel and I'll correct it. It's David. And so I know this group is holds close to someone's heart, and I'll let him start. Group G, the easiest group in my opinion. Go ahead, Tiago. Talk about those cupcakes in your group. Not just kidding. Switzerland's not bad. Switzerland.
I wish we had cupcakes. I actually went into an argument with a friend of mine. He's from the US as well. He's from Philadelphia. Thomas. Love you, bro. He was saying that Brazil had an easier group than Argentina. And I said, you're crazy. Look at Serbia.
No,
Savic, Vlahovic, Mitrovic, Milinkovic Savic.
all the bitches.
All the H's. All the H's. Even the beaches as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
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 Switzerland are surprisingly good, and I always hold a soft spot for Switzerland. I don't know why, because I think it's my dream destination for vacation.
Shaka, Janis Shaka, Alaba.
No, Alaba from Austria. It's
Oh, he's Austrian. Sorry. Yeah, he's awesome.
they actually beat Spain the last international break. I watched that game. They actually beat Spain in Spain, so it's not an easy game. The last World Cup, it was pretty much the same group. The only difference is that was Costa Rica instead of Cameroon.
Yeah.
But we were in the same group. We beat Serbia 2-0, and we drew 1-1 against Switzerland.
Yeah, and Switzerland, Sommer, he's a good goalie.
Ooh, yeah.
Sommer, this guy,
oh yeah.
you do not want to go to penalty kicks. He's dangerous. Summers, yeah. So yeah, no, you're definitely right. Their breakout candidate. Remember this kid because he was raw. Embolo.
Oh, that's true.
Or Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah, he was raw in the Euros. Real Embolo, 25-year-old. He plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. I mean, Switzerland, they can't sleep on them.
So, the prediction is Brazil first. I mean,
Yeah.
apart from fullbacks, especially right back, because I still don't understand why.
Yeah, why is Emerson not starting for Brazil? Like,
Ridiculous, isn't it?
yeah.
Cafu and Daniel Alves, Daniel Alves, and Michael put together are not even close to Emerson. It's ridiculous. that he's not even in the squad.
Like even if you compare his one video of him dancing compared to their whole career, Emerson is completely clear of them.
Seriously, I don't understand why Daniel Alves is in that team.
I love it.
I guess against what was it saying? Against Leeds, Emerson proved why a 39-year-old Daniel Alves is a better option than him.
Yeah.
It's that game. Jesus Christ.
Imagine if he actually scored. He would actually have a chance to be on a plane. So, but it's like, no.
Oh, man.
Our performances for Tottenham have been dipping because he hasn't been posting those videos after the games anymore.
You
Need some more highlights. Emerson highlights.
Emerson was upset. He didn't get selected. He actually thought he was going to be selected.
He actually thought he had a chance. He actually thought he had a chance, ladies and
He was,
gentlemen.
he
That
was,
is just peak of delusion.
yeah.
Sorry, but
What is Conte telling him?
I don't know, but he was really upset. He thought he was getting in. I was just like, I'm like, I don't know about that, buddy. I'm like, if you're Firmino, yeah. If you're
nah, I don't
Gabriel,
think Firmino. I know here in Brazil, a lot of people were like, "Oh, why isn't?" No, no,
well,
actually, in Brazil, we were not worried about Firmino not being in the squad.
To
We
be
you guys
fair, he
don't.
put
genuinely
Firmino right back.
He doesn't play a false. They don't play a false nine. TJ doesn't play a false nine.
no, we don't.
It's a
But
real nine. Because people say, "Oh, he's doing better than with Charleston." I said you have to look at Brazil play. Brazil plays with a real number nine. That's with Charleston. They don't play
yeah,
with a false
no way
nine.
he goes over Richarlison. And
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna sound very weird here because I know that this is still a Spurs channel, but Gabriel Magalhães, the Arsenal defender, should have gone. I think it was
I
very
was,
unfair.
I was
He
surprised.
spent the whole year in the squad, and then after one international break, Bremer gets in and he doesn't. I
Bremer's
think it was
class though.
unfair. No, he is. What I would have done is take Gabriel Magalhães and Bremer and use Militão as a right back and take
People
only
didn't want
Danilo
Bremer
as
on
a proper
the
right
team.
back.
Do you agree with them? People didn't want Bremer on. They didn't think Bremer deserved to be on the team.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, I
The
think
only
Juventus are just shit.
yeah,
The
Oh,
Allegri
because when he
tax.
played for us, he looked really solid. I just thought that if the fight was between Bremer and Gabriel Magalhães and we couldn't take both, we had to choose one. I think it was really unfair on Gabriel Magalhães to not choose him. But apart from Daniel Alves, I like the whole squad. Hopefully, Bruno Guimarães starts as well because he's been awesome for Newcastle. And I said we should sign him. We missed out on not signing him. So
Two questions.
you're
Two
going
quick questions.
first.
First question from Scott. I'm making it a question. Is there a Brazilian version of Richarlison? Because when I've seen him, he's good for Brazil. That is there a Tottenham version, kind of like Hoiberg, and like is there a Brazilian version of Richarlison, and then there's a Tottenham version of Richarlison? Like the Richarlison in Brazil, it's like all right, no question, he's starting.
Like Lo Celso. Shit
So,
for us, amazing for Argentina. Yes. When he
Emerson.
plays for Brazil, he hits another level. I mean, I know that Spurs fans will look and say, yeah, probably Gabriel Jesus might even deserve a chance over him if we're being realistic and taking the bias out of the way.
you turn him on all year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
And then my
know,
second question was Gabrielle. He is having a better year. Is it because maybe Saliba is rubbing off him?
no, I think Arsenal, we got to remember that last season, even though they didn't qualify to Champions League, they were good. They played well for a large period of the season. They looked decent. Um, you know, it's a good team. And another player that received a lot of criticism for being in the squad, and I was going to take him anyway, was Martinelli. I mean, he's doing so well, and he offers something we need. That one-on-one thing, we have lots of players doing it, but it's just impossible to ignore what he's doing. He's
I
just
guess
playing
that's true.
amazing. It's been amazing. So it's impossible to ignore him. So I'm going with Brazil first. Now the second place is tough because I think Serbia and Switzerland are on the same level. But I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Switzerland, Serbia third, and Cameroon last.
yeah. I'm gonna go. Just say the same thing. Brazil, Switzerland, because a little bit experienced Serbia, and then Cameroon. What do you have, Steak?
Same prediction, but Serbia second,
Okay.
Switzerland third.
Oh
We
no, here he comes to say we're
we
gonna finish last and we're gonna be
got
embarrassed and we're the worst team ever.
the house, Mr. Canada. Before we go to the last group, we got some of your predictions. Anything interesting you got to say about these groups?
No, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm in my car, so if it sounds weird, let me know.
Loud and
But
clear, we hear you. Yeah.
Other than that, I'll just say, I mean, we all know Brazil. They've had a few decent tournaments in their past. Nothing really to brag
Yeah, a
about,
couple years
Just a
unbeaten.
few.
but that's okay. That's okay.
It's
They're
just a
they're, they're a
few.
good little they're a
Oh,
good little
DJ's.
country. They're
He follows Scott.
oh, there he is, Dietrich.
I found you, Scott.
He follows. Well, Dietrich, you can respond to this.
Yeah.
We had the Derby, the
Put the group on the screen for him to see.
I put the screen, the Derby de la Dietrichs.
El
Morocco,
Cusco.
Morocco,
Cusco.
Canada. Who are you pulling for in the Derby de la Dietrichs?
For me, I think Morocco's gonna finish. Like, I'm being hopeful and deluded, by the way. I think Morocco's gonna finish second, and I think Croatia's gonna finish first. Belgium is gonna finish in top three. Third, they're gonna finish third.
Does it say negative on the
Oh,
cup?
wow. Okay.
That's
I
the
had
first
said some good things about Morocco. They're a tough team to play.
Because
They're-
I'll be honest, I love Belgium, but Lukaku is not 100%, and their defense is terrible.
Their only
Yeah, but
player on
Trossard's on
form
fire.
is De Bruyne. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
know
the
it's
only
Kevin
one.
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, yeah.
That guy, I just love watching
Hazard
De Bruyne.
is nothing. Both Hazard brothers, they're
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trossard's on fire.
But he's not
what's
going to
the-
play. Hazard is actually captain. He
Yeah.
started as a captain.
with
And
the
he has
hair.
played 3 times.
What's his name
this
with the
season.
hair? Fellaini's
Oh,
nothing.
Fellaini, yeah.
Fellaini's
Fellaini's
like
starting,
35.
How's he a footballer? What?
Bro, Emerson is a footballer. So
Yeah.
everyone can be
I
one.
mean, Lukaku,
Everyone's a footballer.
Lukaku can still be dangerous.
But he didn't play. He's pretty much injured now.
Oh, he is. Oh,
Yeah. Like, he
Then-
didn't play even
Courtois
a
is doing
minute.
well, though.
then they're relying on Hazard, and both Hazard brothers, Torgan and Eden, are both shit in my book right now.
Like, even Nasser Chadli, you're gonna see him play. Does he deserve a
Roscoe.
start?
Oh my god.
Mr. Chadley, bro, this team is. I'm telling you.
You know
I'm
what?
not going
Belgium,
for Morocco. I'm
I'm
going
gonna
for
change-
Canada.
I'm gonna have to change it. Put Croatia and Canada and Belgium to be honest.
Look, I love Canada, but let's be serious. Alfonso Davis just came back from injury, and
David.
they're not good enough. And
David.
David is like,
Okay.
David is pretty much he's overrated in my books, and their defense is garbage.
So you don't like him going to Spurs?
I'm going for Canada.
No, he's not good. I'll be honest, he's just not good, David. He's like a glorified Lukaku. He's overweight. He can't run, and he's not
I saw he was
versatile.
injured.
And he's always injured.
Well, is Davies 100%? I know he's always injured.
David didn't play 1 minute with Bayern.
Yeah, he's probably
Lately.
not 100%. He's probably somewhat injured, but
Oh wow.
He spends most of his time on Twitch reacting to Canada winning games, and he's at home eating donuts.
Well, who's healthy for Canada?
Sounds like Ndombele's lifestyle.
Who's healthy for Canada then?
everybody
They have-
else. It's just Davies.
The only
Yeah,
good
but that's
player they
Canada
have,
though.
it's Buchanan. That's it. And he plays for Club Bruges.
If I remember, Dietrich is so negative, right? Like he's not a
Yeah,
positive
as
like
well
the
as you,
rest of us.
Scott.
He's a negative guy. He comes in with his negative vibes.
Like, I'm being honest, Canada shit, Belgium shit, and Croatia, like, they're good, that's it. Because they have Gorvaldio and the other guys.
Yeah. Let's get quickly your predictions because we got Scott's predictions of the other groups through the chat. Group A,
Okay.
I had Netherlands, Ecuador. Even if they had Sane, I have Senegal finish the third because Ecuador is defensively stout and Qatar last. Who do you have in Group A, Dietrich?
Netherlands first. And it's depends on Mane. If Mane is healthy, they're
He's
going to
not.
finish second. But Ecuador, man, Caicedo, I love this guy. I wish we have him at Tottenham. He's so good.
He'll be a same as Basuma.
Yeah.
Let's be
Um,
honest. He'll come here and become shit again.
yeah. Actually, I'll say Senegal second. Senegal.
Okay, and Ecuador third, and Qatar
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
Group B. This one was very debated. I had USA, England, Wales, and Iran. Iran's tough. They're no pushover. They
Be
could.
careful of Ireland. Be careful. I've seen them last year in 2018 when Morocco, they were there. Their goalie, he has one of the best distributions in with his hands.
Oh yeah.
Ben.
Oh, but you know what? I might catch people by surprise. England might finish third. They're
No.
not. If Dyer, Luke Shaw, Maguire play, they're gonna
Yeah,
finish third.
but
I
the amount
promise
of
you.
attacking
Yeah,
quality we have is
Ben
insane.
White and they have Ben White and Stones starting.
Steak, you have Gareth Southgate. He doesn't even
Yeah,
use your
no,
attack.
but it's like you give one chance to either Foden, Kane, or Madison. 9 out of 10 times they're going to take it.
Boy,
Yeah,
boy's
England got
gonna
lucky
play.
because
I actually did get a Madison in that group. They're it all depends on what Southgate does
He's
because
gonna play Henderson and Declan Rice in midfield. He's gonna play two midfield. Madison is not playing. I can promise you he's not.
but England has an easy group. Like even their bad defenders are better than anything anybody else has.
Exactly.
Like
And Maguire would
USA's
start for
defenders
all
are
of those
crap.
other teams.
the United
Yeah, but
States
Wales
you.
are crap.
actually not they're not that great. They're two MLS center backs. I'll pull up their names. I mean, Sergio Dest is very experienced, Champions League. So our right back, left back, I'm comfortable with. The only weakness of our team is our center backs, which Kane could exploit.
It's our strength.
Yeah, which is. So that's why I'm not automatically guaranteed we're going to be England. It's just that we've been their boogeyman team because we've never lost to England, and also too, we're gonna put up. I really think we're gonna put up a fight. We have a very um, good team, but England USA will decide who wins this group. So, what are your predictions, Dietrich?
Uh,
Before
actually, no,
Dietrich
no.
says any stupid shit, as he always does, sorry,
Oh,
Dietrich, you know I love
no,
you,
it's
bro.
fine. It's fine. I'll love. I'll love.
No, I gotta go because I'm starving. Uh,
Can I get your group
Steak.
F predictions quickly, and I'll go back to Dietrich. Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, Korea. Uruguay, I'll say this, is my dark horse team. They are my dark horse team before everybody was saying it. Go ahead, Tiago.
Uruguay first,
I agree.
Ghana second because they have some interesting players.
Yeah. I'm with,
Um,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm not convinced by Portugal. I know they have too much talent, but I'm
I'm
just
with
never
you.
convinced.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Tiago. I'm with you on that.
And
I don't
Korea
think
last.
Portugal gets out this group. I don't think
But
Portugal.
with pain in my heart because I love Sonny, but they were going to finish last. Dark horses for me: Denmark and favorites Brazil and Argentina. Is there a main favorite between the two of them? No, but I hope Brazil wins, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I don't know if we're gonna see you guys in the stream before the World
I'll
Cup.
have more shows, World Cup shows. This is World Cup tonight. So 6 weeks is converted. So we would love to have you, Tiago, as we go through the World Cup. All right,
Yes, so get ready because starting next week on Thursday when we play Serbia, you guys are gonna probably see me extremely drunk on Twitter
bro.
while watching the games.
Jump on the show. I'm gonna be live at some sports bars, so I'm gonna try to stream live from bars. So it's gonna
Let's all stream drunk.
be
Sounds good.
sounds
Let's go.
good. All right,
Really steak. But yeah, I gotta go, guys, because I'm
Steak.
starving. So
all right.
love you
See you,
and
Thiago. Hopefully Brazil
F
can
all
win a
of your
game for you.
countries. We're gonna win it. Number 6 is coming home.
It's not
The
coming
real
home.
football home. Okay. Peace.
All
Bye.
right.
Love you guys.
All right, Tiago. Your prediction, Dietrich.
Yeah, I was thinking the first is gonna be England and USA.
England, USA. Okay.
Yeah,
Group C: Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland.
Argentina, Mexico,
Okay. Group D:
France, Denmark.
it's Denmark.
Yeah.
Group E. This is a hard
S-
group.
Uh, it's gonna be Germany, Spain.
In Germany,
Germany.
Spain.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. And then Group F. Okay, you already gave me that. And then
yeah.
Group G.
Oh, that's a tough group. Oh shit. Brazil first. Who did you say, Switzerland or Serbia?
I had Switzerland tough because they're both even. I have Switzerland.
Serbia's good.
Yeah.
Serbia's good.
All the
Yeah,
bitches, Vladimir,
Yelgos.
itch,
Yeah,
itch, all the bitches. Itch.
Yelgos. Yelgos Serbia. Second, Serbia.
Serbia. Okay. Yes, Bryce, it'll be an honor to have you on the show. Yes. And then now to Group H. Since I read said something, I'll finish it. Um, I This group is a tough group. Nanya is a good, they're a tough team.
Do you remember Ghana versus in 2010?
Yeah,
They were
and
almost close.
yeah, yeah. No, you're exactly right. And so Korea, they have Sunny. I just don't think it's enough. Um, and I have them finishing fourth. I have Portugal finishing third. Even before this whole Ronaldo chaos and debate, I have them as my. I have Uruguay as my dark horse. I have Portugal as my very underwhelming team. There's always a one underwhelming team, and I have it as Portugal.
You
Um,
didn't say France?
France was close. I had France because I don't know if you heard. Though they have Tutu Mendy and Kamavinga starting in the midfield, they've lost experience with Pogba and Conte. And the
Yeah.
international play is totally different from La Liga Champions League play. It's a different animal. I think that they're gonna struggle because international football is, gosh, it is such a grind, and I think these guys they're wet behind the ears. So I think France will make just enough, but I think they get eliminated in the round of 16. But
Yeah.
out of Portugal getting through, I have Uruguay with Valverde and Bentancur and Cambani, Suarez, Nunez. This is a team to be reckoned with. Uruguay. Do not sleep. This country literally won their third World Cup. This is
But,
my dark horse team. This is a
but
team that no one wants to play if they make it to the round 16.
but they lost their best defender, Araujo.
Okay. I still
Yeah.
think they're tough. They're South American, tough, defensive. They're going and like I said, their midfield right now is hot. Valverde is one of the best midfielders in the world playing right now. Bentancur is playing, you know,
You're taking the piss.
yeah. I know. Yeah, but I think with Uruguay, he works well in that system. I really like Uruguay. I know people are saying that. I was like, damn, people pick my dark horse pick, but I think Uruguay is a team that's a dark horse. I'm not saying favorite. Argentina, Brazil, my favorite. I have Argentina winning it, but I think Uruguay is a team that if you sleep on in the next round, because I have them qualify, they will beat you.
They have no forwards. They have zero forwards, man.
Cavani, Suarez, you don't think they still have any
Cavani's too old, Suarez is done,
years?
and Nunes is garbage, so no. Sorry, I don't think so.
You don't think they're stepping up for the World Cup?
No, I'm gonna say Portugal Ghana for me.
Okay. You know that Portugal struggled?
Yeah. No, I don't think they're gonna struggle. You love your South American teams. It's incredible.
Slightly.
You're
But
too biased.
I like some European teams. I'm more positive of England than most people. I think England could win the World Cup.
No,
I
no, no, not shut
no,
up.
no, here's the thing. They have to get lucky in just like the last World Cup and get those breaks of where they fall into. I I like the fact that they got Madison. I like the Bellingham, Jude Bellingham. It really depends on Southgate. If Southgate could, England, I think they can score goals on teams. They got Harry Kane, all right. Your namesake, uh, um, Phil Foden. I rate him. How you guys feel about Foden? I think he's. I hate Rashford and I hate Sterling. So yeah, you're right. If they put, because I think Sterling wastes his chances along with Rashford. I think Rashford is trash, and I'm being honest because when people say, "Oh, Rashford is trash," over Twitter and stuff like that, and I'm gonna say it. People say, "Oh, you call him trash? You must be racist." As a black man, and I talk to other friends who are black. Rashford is garbage. All right, I don't want to hear, "Oh, you're saying that because he's black." No, I think Rashford is overhyped. He's not in my book. He's
And
not good.
you probably have Saka over them, or you play him as left back.
Saka's young, so he still have time and stuff like that. I think Rashford is overrated. I think he's hot garbage. I don't know why everybody blown up Marcus Rashford. I think he's hot garbage. And when people say that, people are afraid to say it. To my white brothers and sisters, they're afraid to say it because they fear that they will get scolded for it. So I'll say it for you. Rashford is trash. He's garbage.
He was good 2 years ago, but he's had a couple now seasons in a row that have been bad.
Years ago.
So
I thought he was
it's not
trash.
like a
4
down.
years ago.
It's not like a
I thought he
down.
was trash 4 years ago. I think he's the most overhyped person in football. Like, literally. And he gets all the commercial. He does well off the field. Granted, I tell you, my friends that live in Rochdale, they're Manchester United fans, stuff like that. They hate Rashford, but they don't say it as much because, like I said, you're not allowed to criticize Rashford or Saka and it's like, for me, I don't care who you are, who you look like, whatsoever. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, I'm gonna say you're bad. And Marcus Rashford, I think, is overhyped. That first year, there was potential whatsoever, and so what? But I think he's been the stock market going down, down with little flashes, down, down. For his talent, I think he's nowhere near the way people hype him up.
Going quickly back to the England comment, I think if they didn't have Southgate, they had a decent manager instead. They had brought Tomori and Reece James was healthy. Then I would say, okay, maybe they could win the World Cup. I know they have Trent on the right, but I think this year especially Reece James is better, and I also think that Reece James is good because he gives you an opportunity. If they're playing that back three, he could move over and play on the right side of the back three. I think not ideal, but he gives you that flexibility. I know Kyle Walker does a good job for them, but I just think Reece James gives them that many more options. Like if you're down a goal, you could leave Trent on there and maybe play Reece James in your back three. But with Gareth Southgate, doesn't matter. They can't do anything.
Will it be Kyle Walker on the other side and Trent Arnold on the other?
I think Walker will be in the three. I think he'll be one of the three center backs. They'll play Stones, Maguire, and Walker as the three. Then they'll have Luke Shaw on the left and Trent on the right. That's my guess. But
I mean, it's not horrible.
Trippier needs to play.
I think they have a chance. I'm not putting them like top 3 or 4, but I think they're out of 5 clubs. I like solid chance. I'm gonna have Argentina, Brazil. I have to put the defending champions, France. Got to put Germany in there. England falls between Spain. I just think Spain's too young. I know Scott and Dietrich came on. Do you think Spain is too young? I think Spain is prime for 2026. I have Spain as my favorite for 2026. These kids are going to be in their prime and ready. What do you guys think about Spain?
Spain, give them until 2030, then you're gonna see the real Spain. They're not ready, not even close.
You think
Especially if
you think 2030?
2030, bro.
You don't think 2026?
No, no, you're gonna when they're gonna be close to their end, they're gonna hit their prime.
My concern with Spain is, as always, they have about 15 midfielders you'd love to see play. Nobody up front that you want to watch, and even defensively, I'm not sure. Maybe
What
I'm
about
missing somebody in defense, but
Yeah, they have no,
you don't rate Morata?
no.
not at all.
Laporte.
He was
I
missing
would
a
have
lot,
wanted
a lot of
Morata
chances.
to come to Canada. I wouldn't have him on our starting squad. So
Yeah, he does a lot of chances. Easy chances.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they're good. I mean, they're talented. You're right. They're talented. They have players, and they might be a little young. But what's always nice is when you have players who can single-handedly change the game. And I'm not sure if Gavi's there, or sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. However you pronounce his name, but he's a guy who looks like he's getting close to being able to do that, right? And it might be like you say, 2026 or 2030. But man, he's a player where he can change the game all on his own, and that's always nice to have in these tournaments, right? Is having a guy that can just carry you like that. So, but I'm not sure he's ready for it now.
Okay. So before we go on and we'll finish this next week with the list. Before I get to the list, I'll start off. I have Argentina winning it all. I have as my dark horse as Uruguay. The Golden Boot. Kane won it last time because they went far. I'm going to say I really think if Argentina wins it, I'm gonna have Messi. I'm gonna have Messi, and then Alexander, you're next. Your favorite, your dark horse, and underwhelming team. My underwhelming team is Portugal. Yeah, go ahead.
Favorites. You have to go with Brazil.
Okay.
Dark horse. I go Netherlands.
That's
Team is going to be bad. Going to be Germany. And Golden Boot winner.
with Charleston.
No. Lautaro Martinez.
Okay, that's a good choice. Messi will feed them. Scott.
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, I hate to say go with the favorite because it seems like weird things happen, but Argentina looks to be the only team that I don't see a flaw in their squad. Like they are solid everywhere. So I just think it's hard not to see them winning. Seems like it's all set up for them. For dark horse, Stake stole mine. I was going to say Netherlands if they count. I know their quality side, but a lot of people seem to be kind of writing them off a bit this year. I think they're a good side, and they could get a decent draw and go deeper than people think. Golden Boot, I'm going to say Mbappe. I'm not as down on France as other people. I'm not sure. I think Messi will have a good tournament. Martinez, they'll go far in Argentina, but I'm just not sure he's a guy who's going to rack up all the goals. I could see, them each having kind of 5 goals each and having great tournaments, but a guy like Mbappe just racking up some goals with his group. And for a team that's going to disappoint, I'm going to say Denmark. I think a lot of people are expecting a lot out of them. I think in the Euros they got by on a lot of emotion and not great competition, and I'm not sure they were actually that great watching them play. So Denmark will be my team. I think that will flop a bit. I don't have them getting out of their group.
Okay. Big up Jacob. Our favorite Argentina, Dark House, Mexico. Interesting. And most disappointing, England. Okay. Dietrich's.
Favorite Argentina, Dark Horse Croatia, most disappointing England, and top scorer is gonna be Kane.
Hey. Yep. I can see it. I mean, he won it last time. So, yeah.
I changed to all of them being steak. So, except underwhelming. that will be Will.
Wales.
Was underwhelming.
All right. Very popular magazine. We're gonna end off the show with this, just to get your opinion. And I don't know, is it what was their criteria? Because they left off 2 names, but maybe it could be 442 magazine at the top 25 greatest players in the World Cup. Had a couple of people I have not seen play, but just heard their name. Gary Lineker at 25. I remember seeing him as a kid for England. Roger Miller, I remember him. My dad really hyped him up for Cameroon. Rivaldo for Brazil. He's my neighbor. I kid you not. He lives about maybe 15, 20 minutes away from me. Rivaldo. He lives in Orlando. For Brazil, Paolo Maldini, one of the greatest defenders of all time for Italy. Here come the Brazilians. I was hoping Thiago was here. Was it born when Jairzinho played or Eusebio played? Eusebio, some people say he is the greatest. Some people say, I've heard some people say the debate, pound for pound, Eusebio is maybe better than Cristiano Ronaldo. The old school people, some people say, nah, it's Ronaldo, but people say Eusebio playing now will score goals like mad. I've seen the old black and white videos, and I'm really impressed. Eusebio, Latour Matas, German legend. Remember seeing him and him making me cry in the 90 World Cup when they beat Argentina. And I remember him playing in Major League Soccer, playing for Metro Stars. Platini, legend himself for France and stuff. So Xavi, 17th, played one of the greatest midfields, tiki-taka, when you think of him. Puskas, the awarded name for him. Didn't really see him play, so don't have much to say about him. Did see Fabio Carriero, who played for Italy when they won the World Cup. He's one of the great players, Italian players. Viggy was here. He would even give you more. Carlos Alberto, another legend, Brazil. Rossi, Italian. Don't remember him. I was a baby when he was playing, but when Italy won in '82, Yashin, another legend, 1958, goalkeeper for Russia. Wasn't born to see him play. Gerd Mueller, legend in the '70s when Germany was a powerhouse. Too young. Don't remember him playing. Johan Cruyff, the author of Dutch football, but what's the name of the football which blossomed at Barcelona? Total football, yeah. And so Johan Cruyff, remember very slightly about him. Zidane, of course, for France, World Cup legend, and then World Cup scapegoat, the famous headbutt. Just Fontaine, like I said, don't
He's
remember.
Moroccan.
Okay.
Yeah. Moroccan French.
Yeah,
Legend.
I'll be honest, I don't.
Dietrich's child.
Another one, I don't we remember, played with Pele. Only seen black and white films. Cafu, oh, I know, legend. Um, Cafu, a legend. Brockenbauer, I remember him film and when he played in the NASL in his last days. This was an old. That was before MLS. Ronaldo, not Cristiano Ronaldo, the number 9 Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, and then Miroslav Klose scored the most goals in the World Cup. That's all he did, score goals for Germany. Maradona, and then nothing more I can say about Maradona, and then Pele. I assume when those guys retire, Messi, Ronaldo will be up in the list. Mbappe eventually is the last
Where's
one.
Emerson?
Emerson was 26.
He'll be there soon.
So, do you guys agree with this list? Like I said, there's no Ronaldo, there's no Messi.
No, this
So it's not, I guess, all retired, not people who are currently playing. Roberto
for
Baggio.
me, for me, Zidane should be higher. He was phenomenal in the World Cup. Remember 2002
Yeah,
and the way he carried his team.
yeah. I would
Close.
put more than Cafu. I know they give Cafu because he played 4
Where's
World.
my mic?
He played 4 World Cups, and two. I think two World Cups he got. But Zidane, I agree with you, Dietrich. More of a Cafu had an impact, but I would say more Zidane. He should be up there. Would you put him above Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo?
It's tough. I mean, unlike Dietrich's, I haven't seen all these guys play, so I'll probably lean towards him. He's seen them all. The only thing with Zidane is that headbutt stands out, and there's been so many debates about how much it was his fault, how much was it Materazzi or who was it
That's right. Yeah.
kind of played it up, right? I mean, you can't headbutt a guy, but he kind of played it up worse. So I just think that stands out so much with him. But so you kind of forget about how amazing he was at times because you think about how people would say, "Oh, if without that, France would have won." Again, very debatable, but that's so tough with Zidane because that play is the most famous, the thing that stands out immediately when you think of him at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Remember, he took his country twice to the final. Won once and lost once.
Yeah. Yeah. No Landon Donovan. Yeah.
Ronaldinho.
I think it's kind of like Bryce is saying about Baggio as well, right? Baggio was great, but what do we remember? I mean, that ball, it looked like an Emerson kick, the way he kicked that. It took that penalty, so then that stands out, and you forget all the amazing things and how he helped carry his team there, because what stands out is that penalty kick, and it's tough to get over some of that for all of us, I think.
And that was one World Cup, right? Because I don't remember. Big up C Cube. I don't remember him in another World Cup having a big impact other than that one. And like I said, it ended sad because he missed the penalty. He skied it like Emerson. Because if you're gonna bring Baggio, I don't know if you guys remember Haji from Romania.
Yeah.
Oh, he was as a kid. Oh my goodness, this dude! I thought he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. He was amazing. He had a great World Cup. Haji, he's one of my favorite players, of all time. One of that a lot of people don't talk about, but this guy was the Romanian Maradona.
Even his son is good. His own son.
His son,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, he's and Haji, and I remember one World Cup. I remember Henrik Larsson. He scored 5 goals in one game in the World Cup.
The Swedish player?
Yeah, Sweden. Yeah, Larsson. I think he scored 5 goals in one game. Yeah,
Even Henri, that's a great shot.
Henri, yeah, that's a snub. I agree with you, Bryce.
And
Bergkamp. Yeah,
Do you remember
the
Henry's handball that didn't count, that counted as a goal, but should have been a handball?
yeah. Now I remember that. I remember that, and yeah, none of the Dutch players. Well, not. I'm talking about recent Dutch players. That Bergkamp team was, man, Brazil. Like it wasn't easy for them to. Yeah, I'm gonna probably in a couple minutes. It wasn't easy for them to eliminate that team. That team had Kovac. They had Bergkamp. They had Edgar Davis. Who else they had on that Dutch team? That Dutch team was real favorite team to watch. Um, how am I forgetting?
Van Basten?
Mahri, just while you're remembering, I'm going to have to quickly bow out. So I wanted to say thanks for having me. I
Yep.
wanted to. Hopefully, we'll talk more over the World Cup. It's been a great to kind of get all our thoughts out, and I'm excited for the games to start. And I just had one final message before I go.
Dietrich, that means they're negative.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see ya.
I love it. Oh, Scott says Jose Mourinho, the greatest coach, is the best coach right now. Inside joke. I love it, Scott. He brought his son in. I love it. Yeah, man.
You see, even by kids, I get bantered. You see?
Oh man. But no, this is gonna be an exciting World Cup. We're gonna have some reaction to the results. So I'm excited, and but yeah, I think what you guys will be on Friday night football, Dietrich, Alexander.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah, why
there.
not?
Yeah,
Yeah, why
I'll
not?
be-
Yeah, yeah, I'll try to get on there. I think it's the day before, right? The game starts on Saturday, right? The Qatar plays-
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Okay. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's gonna be amazing, guys. Those who are watching, like I said, I'm gonna try to stream from some live street parties, USA game, but also some other games too. We have a lot of Argentinian, Brazilians, Ecuadorians here in Orlando, so I'm gonna try to go to those parties, and so I might have some guests, some attractive guests. Oh yeah, and so yeah, it's going to be good. USA, USA, USA.
Son is crying right now. Made Son cry.
So yeah, so we want to just say thank you for watching. Hit a like, spread the word. Everybody seems to be shutting down, but Mahri's first channel will be up these 6 weeks for the World Cup. So, Dietrich, Alexander, we're out, right?
Steak. It's coming steak.
All right, we're out.